Welcome to Monster Men.
Hey, speaking of horror, did you know that this past week was Speak Like a Pirate Day?
Gar?
Yar! It was.
Steve, you're not a pirate. Gar?
Yar! How's everybody?
Hunter,
Jack.
I have news for you.
What?
It's almost October.
This explains my hard nipples from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed.
I know you and I kind of treat every month like October, or Horror-tober, as
Horror-tober!
we've coined it. So I thought we would continue our tradition of curating, there's your 50-cent word, a list of 31 movies that people could watch for the month of October.
This is inspired by a book that helped us last year. What's that book, Jack?
31 Days of Terror, the game.
The game.
Now, we did a show on this last year where it's a dice game. We roll dice, and depending on the number, you get like a 6 and a 1, and then the table of contents will tell you, based on that, where to go. You go to that chapter, and then there's 31 days in every chapter, so when you got to do October 15th, you go to your chapter, you find the 15th, and that's your movie. So you roll the dice. The great thing about this is you're the boss. So if you roll the dice and you're like, I got 2 black and white movies in a row, I want to change it up, just change it up if you want.
Roll again. It's better than rolling the dice going to the movies lately, because
yes,
that's been coming up awful lately. Snake eyes. The
great thing about this, besides the fact that you can roll a very unlikely movie list, like I have pre-rolled most of the month for us, so people don't have to watch us just doing this. But we'll roll the last few days live. But the movies that appeared here, some of them I haven't seen in a million years. A couple I've never seen, and a bunch of them I never would have thought of watching.
That's the cool thing about this.
Yes,
gets us out of our comfort zone, because I think old guys like us can just fall into, I'm going to watch Halloween and The Thing and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So this is good. Mm-hmm. It gives you fresh ideas, and no matter how old a horror fan you are, you could use a little freshening up.
Now I want to thank the people who are behind 31 Days of Terror, Steve Hutchison, and the rest of this is a group of people put this book together, and Steve Hutchison is the lead guy.
How have we not helped put this book together?
Yeah.
Steve, how about next year?
Steve, next year we're in.
The Monster Men are part of the group.
So he was nice enough to send us the updated version of the book. So you should go to Amazon and get this book. It's a great resource. And like I said, there are just times Hunter and I do like 2 podcasts about horror, and so we have to watch a lot of stuff. This is just a great resource. It's a great reference book.
Yep. This helped me a lot last year. I added some movies last year I wouldn't have, they just weren't on my radar.
The other fun thing about it is I've got all the years that they came out, and it's kind of funny to look back and be like, oh my God.
I saw that movie when I was young.
Yesterday when I was young. All right, so 31 Days of Terror. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I also have my dice.
Okay. We were not going to need the dice
set. Not yet.
Until October 28th.
Gotcha. Wow, we're doing this this episode's going to go on a long time.
It's not, though, because I've pre-rolled them. It all depends on how much we talk about each movie.
Oh, I thought we had to talk till October 28th. Okay, I'm good.
All right, so I rolled the first category was the 60s, and the movie was Gamera.
Oh, Gamera!
Gamera! Which, I gotta say, was one of my favorite of the giant monsters when I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I loved Gamera, because I had a turtle. So the thought of my turtle being like a killer, but a benevolent killer, was awesome.
I just thought it was so cool that a turtle flew and shot fire.
When you watch it now, you just go, wow. Whoa, what was I thinking, and what drugs were they on?
The thing is, like, Gamera was very seldom, like, with the other monsters. I don't know if he was, like, a different company or something like that, but, like, when it was, like, Godzilla versus Mothra and all the other guys, like, Gamera was never, like, one of them.
No, he was an outsider. He was a lone wolf.
So that's a great one. Like going back and watching original Gamera from 1960, 1960, 65.
Watch the one with the kids, the two kids, and one has his head shaved, and
Yeah.
I forget which one that was.
The next one is one of the first movies that was ever, that I can recall, was ever on TV as a 3D movie that you would go get 3D glasses from like 7-Eleven or something. And on Channel 11, you could watch this movie. This is a big Hunter Shea movie.
I know what this is.
1955's Revenge of the Creature. From the black and white category.
That's a great one.
Now, is this the second Creature of the Black Lagoon?
Yes. Which is still good. And he finds another hottie. That creature always found hot girls to be around. This is the one where he's in the Sea World and he's on display. It's really cruel what they do to him. And you understand his anger.
I think I saw it that one time where the 3D glasses really weren't doing anything. And do you remember being 3D? Did.
I don't remember that one in 3D at all.
It was in the 80s, and because I was in high school. Maybe even early, like I might have been junior high school.
I just remember the creature going to 7-Eleven and getting the glasses. I remember that.
Okay, the next one.
This is October 3rd.
It's October 3rd. 2001 movie called The Hole.
Is that the one with Sarah Birch and what's her face? The British girl.
I don't know who's in this movie. I probably should have wrote some notes, but
there were two holes.
There's one called Holes that had what's his name?
No, not Holes. That's a different movie. There were two movies called The Hole, and one of them had Keira Knightley and Sarah Birch.
I don't think
not Sarah Birch, whatever her name is.
I don't think this is the Keira Knightley one.
Oh, the Keira Knightley one is good.
Hold on.
This is probably not it.
I could Google it on my phone, I guess.
You're going to Google it on the phone?
Google it.
Because there's one where Thora Birch. I don't know why I'm saying Sarah Birch. Oh, because I knew it was Sarah Birch. Thora Birch and Keira Knightley take two boys into this, looks like a big bomb shelter in school. And are trapped inside of it. And it's really, really good.
Really?
As Jason Brandt would say, it's really interesting.
Really? This actually might be it.
I hope so. But you said 2003?
No, 2001.
Oh, I don't know. It might be too old.
It is.
It is? Boom. The brain's still working.
Very good. I have never seen this movie. The next one is October 4th. Found footage movie. I had never heard of this one. I ended up looking up the trailer. It looks like a pretty standard crappy found footage movie, but if I could find it for free, I don't want to pay to watch this one. But it's called 8213 Gacy House.
Oh, that sounds like crap.
2010. Basically, a paranormal investigation team investigates the house of John Wayne Gacy. And after they all die, their footage is found or something.
I can almost see the crappy cover art in Redbox.
You gotta watch the trailer though, because it has the clown in the dark coming at you thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's funny because there's an aesthetic to those movies, to their poster, their movie poster, that almost screams, "This is a total crap movie. You don't have to watch this if you don't want to." This
was the movie though where I was like, I love this book because I was unaware of Gacy House, and now at least for a guy hosting a horror podcast, I guess I should know about this. So,
I think you live in a Gacy house. How many kids are underneath your floorboards?
I had to start double stacking them.
And the smell. Oh.
The next movie is
we're on October
5th.
I'm going to keep you to the dates. That's my job.
That's a good move. When I saw this movie, the star of this movie, I always say there are moments in cinema history where the woman on screen is the hottest chick in the world at that moment. And I think Jamie Presley in Poison Ivy, whatever she was in, that was her. It was Shannon Elizabeth in American Pie.
Right.
And in this movie from 1995, it was Natasha Henstridge in Species.
Species. Yeah, Jesus. That was incredible. You know what? That's a surprisingly fun movie. It's got a great cast.
Amazing cast. Michael Madsen, Alfred Molina, Michael Madsen. Who else? Marg Hellenberger.
Marg Hellenberger.
Ben Kingsley.
That's a fun movie. Ben Kingsley. I mean, Jesus. How did they get them? They just waited until all these people were down on their luck.
Right. The next one, a Hunter Shea favorite from the black and white.
6th.
October 6th, 1933, The Invisible Man.
Oh, Claude Rains. Such a good movie.
I think I watched The Invisible Man last year in my strive to get to 31 movies. The Universal horror ones are great because they're short.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many nights where I was like, I don't have a lot of time. Universal.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Pop those in. It's a really good one. It's fun.
All right, October 7th is under the creepy category, 1999's The Sixth Sense.
Boring.
Oh, you
That's
like
just
that
my
movie?
opinion. I didn't. I think I've told this before. When that movie was playing, I was with my friend Mike. Midway through, I looked at him. I said, "You want to go get a cigar?" He's like, "Yeah." And as we walk up, I go, "Bruce Willis is dead." And we walked through, kept saying it. And people were just giving us daggers as they walked out later.
I have the opposite. I saw that in a packed theater. We were actually trying to go see the Blair Witch Project, but it was too sold out. So we went to Sixth Sense, and that was so crowded that people were like overpacking that theater. We're like, this Bruce Willis movie, we had no idea what it was about. And it's one of those times where the theater everybody was just like on edge. And if somebody made a noise, they screamed or something. So
I was in the same thing. I had the same situation. It's just that I figured it out and I was bored and I wanted a cigar. So I left and ruined it for everybody.
I also was very enthralled with the filmmaking. I loved it. Shyamalan was really good in that movie. He would do a shot and then slowly pan out and then you'd see something else or whatever.
Right.
So I own the DVD of that. And I love the behind the scenes and all the symbolism. And
I got to watch that again. With a cigar.
Well, it's like Unbreakable. I didn't like Unbreakable when I first saw it, and now I like it. I like it a lot now.
Boom.
All right. October 8th. Here's another one I never heard of before. Maybe you've heard about it. The category is worst.
Oh boy.
2015's The Ouija Experiment 2, Theater of Death.
2. I didn't even know there was a 1. All right. I'm going to guess the target audience for that is 14.
All I know is I love that there's a category called worst, because in this game of watching horror movies, you watch a lot of bad movies. So,
it's funny because Horror-tober, I try to reserve it for good movies.
Yeah.
Because we watch so much Drek during the year that I try to just go, let me just enjoy the good stuff for the month.
Yeah.
So I would skip, what is this, October 8th?
October 8th.
Yeah, I would skip movies October 8th if that was the movie.
Well, we're giving a list to the viewers. This doesn't mean that we have to watch these.
Well, I'm not going to.
I'm actually going to hand pick a bunch of these to watch. Because there's a few on here that I haven't seen in a long time. So I got to track them down. And actually, the next one is one of the ones that I'm thinking about tracking down. So October 9th is under sequels. 1986, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh, good movie.
Is that the Matthew McConaughey one?
No, this is Dennis Hopper.
Oh.
It's bonkers.
I saw it like once probably in like the year or either 86 or 87 I saw that movie.
It's worth it, man. I like not all of them. I like the Matthew McConaughey one too.
That was actually the one I was thinking about tracking down, but I might track. This is one of those ones that when I was pulling the list, I was like, oh, good call. I haven't thought about this one in a while.
Yeah, watch that. And also then go to McConaughey and don't forget Renee Zellweger.
Yes.
She was the girl.
All right, the next one I'm curious to know your thoughts on. I don't even know if I've seen this movie all the way through. 1989 horror comedy, October 10th, The Burbs.
Oh, Tom Hanks. That's
Yes.
it's a really good. I haven't seen that movie in probably 20 years. I remember it's fun. It's got a Spielberg kind of feel to it. Is he involved in any way? Is he a producer or something?
I feel like he might have been. Is that why they think their neighbors are serial killers or something?
God, I can't even tell you the particulars of it. I just remember the feeling that I liked it. You know?
The Burbs was October 10th, and now, finally, a classic. October 11th, 1982. The king daddy of them all. The Thing.
The Thing. I was going to say The Thing. Boom.
Now.
That's a no-brainer.
This was, if you die, if you roll, I think it's a double 6, you get to go to staff picks. And when you go to staff picks, there's a whole bunch of people who contributed to this book. So let's call it like 6 or 7 lists.
Right.
That everybody did a month. So you go through. And so if it's October 11th, I go to October 11th on every list, and I just pick whatever one I want.
Oh, okay.
So I went through, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm taking The Thing because
you're going to watch that anyway.
I settled for Ouija Experiment 2. I'm going with The Thing for this.
You need a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that movie.
All right, the 12th is from 2009 under the surreal category. My Bloody Valentine.
Ooh, the remake.
The remake.
Excellent.
Is it excellent? I don't think I've ever seen it.
It really is. It's better than the original.
Really? All right, see, now I'm going to star
I own both of them, and it's better.
I'm starring that one then, because I'll definitely...
I think I have the 3D glasses for it, too. I got to look.
Excellent.
But yeah, because the first one is, it is what it is. This one actually amped it up, and they just had a blast with it. So, worth a watch.
All right. October 13th, from 1978. The category is the 70s. The Omen 2.
I guess it's all right. I haven't seen that since the 80s.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that movie.
I wasn't a big Omen fan.
Yeah, I remember watching the one with Sam Neill, the third one, The Final Conflict or whatever.
Right.
But I actually have been meaning to go back and watch the original Omen.
Which is very good.
So, I guess I could... the Omen never really float my boat much. I never really cared about the sequels.
Well, when that came out, I was in Catholic school, and they were warning us against that movie, and they like scared us off of it. And at the time, I was impressionable enough to be like, oh, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to damn my soul.
October 14th, say it 3 times. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Whoa!
1988 Supernatural.
Hey there, darling. That's a good one.
That is why I won't do more 2 shows in one night. Because we'll do it.
Not exactly horror, but damn, it's fun.
It's under the umbrella. I like Beetlejuice. I don't love Beetlejuice. I like to watch it every once in a while.
Yeah, it's fun. Plus, I raised Lydia Dietz in my own home, so
there you go.
There was some influence there.
The Keaton's all there. I think they're working on a sequel now with Tim Burton and Keaton.
I hope not. That would be sad.
All right, October 15th. The category is slapstick. The movie's from 1988, and I know you're going to love this one. And this is actually one of the ones that I think I might have to watch in October. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Love that movie. Love that movie. It was so subversive and weird then, when you think about it, because we didn't even have Ren and Stimpy at the time. So we didn't have that kind of stuff. So it was a shock to the system, but I loved it. It was my favorite Killer Clown movie up until Terrifier.
And don't forget, clowns with a K.
K, exactly.
The 16th, the category is monsters, and I guess they knew that I'd be doing this because what's the movie from 1975 but Jaws? Now here's the thing, as you know, Jaws is like my favorite movie, one of the top 5, whatever.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say to this is, for me, I watch Jaws so much that I'm not going to watch it for Horrortober.
Right.
But it is the king daddy of... So 2 of my favorite movies are on this list already. Got The Thing and Jaws.
Yeah, you're having a good month.
And I'll let you... Here's a little hint. There's another coming.
Ooh.
Another one of my favorites. Also, a movie you really don't like is coming up.
Great.
But the next one, I'm curious to see what you think of this movie.
What date is it?
1986. This is weird because I'm not that familiar with this movie. I think the category was aliens, but the movie is Little Shop of Horrors.
Audrey.
I think I saw this movie once if I saw the whole thing. I was never a Little Shop of Horrors person.
Suddenly Seymour. See, I was just dating my wife when that came out. And we took, I think, my cousins from North Carolina out to see it. That was one of the movies we saw a bunch of times because my wife loved it. So it has that kind of feeling with it.
Nostalgia.
Steve Martin was great as the sadist dentist.
Did you see the Broadway play? Because remember when we were younger, there was always the Little Shop of Horrors.
Yep. Yeah. I never saw the play. I have seen Roger Corman's version with Jack Nicholson, which was like shot in 3 days. And shows.
Don't you want to watch the World Series? You put your egg salad between your legs.
Little Shop of Horrors is good to watch if you want to have the kids around.
Okay.
They can be anyone's kids.
Anyone's kids. The next movie I saw in the theater in 1981. It then had a sequel that was basically the same movie redone. It is the classic The Evil Dead.
I was going to say that's The Evil Dead. Yeah, that was a great movie.
Gotta be honest, I haven't seen the original Evil Dead in a long time. So this actually could be one that I pop in. I watched Evil Dead 2 not too long ago, which is always awesome. But I remember seeing the first one in the theater. It's at Avon, and they used to show like those brutal horror movies or either brutal or like I remember seeing like House by the Cemetery and thinking like I was in for something, and then I watched it like, what the hell was that?
I don't understand anything.
I'm tired. But Evil Dead, I just remember when the pencil goes in the skin, and then I was like, oh, that was awesome.
That was a family movie. My father took the whole family to see that and Gates of Hell. I'll never forget that double feature.
Oh, Gates of Hell. I fell asleep so hard to that movie.
You know what? As a kid, I thought it was awesome. As an adult, I'm like, wow, that's really something.
We rented that. All right. The next one is where I, one of my favorites. I think one of your favorites too. I'm going to say the year, and I think you'll get it.
Okay.
It's a staff pick.
1978.
1978.
Alien?
Nope.
Damn it.
Yonkers Movie Theater.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead.
Yep.
Great movie.
Now, I have a box set with like 4 different cuts of this movie. And I'm sitting there going, I don't even know if I've watched all the different cuts. So I might just whip out my box set some night and watch. I'll just take this cut and see if it's any different than.
Right.
I freaking love this movie.
I have the shooting script.
Yes.
With the ending nobody's ever seen. And George Romero himself was shocked that I even had this. You know what? That should be. Here's an episode for us coming up. You and I act out the script for the last few scenes.
Or
I'm telling you.
Just do a table read of it.
Yeah, we do a table read. And that way people will get to, hear at least and see through our ugly mugs how it was originally intended to end.
Have you heard? Where there's no more room in hell, the dead shall walk the earth.
You sound kind of like Foghorn Leghorn as a lawyer.
No, I'll tell you something now, son.
Now look at here, son.
Now when there's no room in hell, I'm a chicken hawk. All right, October 20th, sequels. This is a part 3, Return of the Living Dead 3.
That's actually not a bad movie.
It's interesting. It's got that really pretty redhead who's in like Serenity and all the other stuff. Not as funny though as the other ones, so it's
no, but still, look, compared to the dreck that we have waded through,
yes,
over the decades, it's pretty good.
And she looks so cool in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because she needed like pain to feel or something like that. So
who doesn't?
Yeah.
She met up with Pinhead on Tinder.
That was 1993.
God almighty.
Yeah. This is the Us Feeling Old episode.
Jesus. 25 years ago.
The next movie I was not a fan of, but it does have the lovely Elizabeth Shue. This is from the 2000s category, 2006. 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. The Hollow Man. James, what's his name? Josh Brolin is in this movie.
Was he?
Yeah.
He's in a lot of things. I'm like, where I didn't realize at the time. That movie, The Hollow Man. Now, I'd rather see her in Piranha.
Now, the highlight of that movie was when he goes over to he has a really hot neighbor, and he sees her getting changed, so he goes over and sneaks in her apartment. And I'm like, finally, the invisibility movie, where the guy does what every guy in the world would do if he could turn invisible.
Exactly. But he'd do it for the first year. Yeah. It would take a year to wear that out.
Yes. So, Hollow Man, not a good movie. Won't be watching it, but that's what we rolled, and that's part of the game.
Stick to The Invisible Man earlier in the month. Now, what date are we up to now?
October 22nd.
Okay, we're getting there.
The category is Monster, and it's 2017, and this is not your favorite clown movie.
Is it Clown? Eli Roth's movie?
It is not Clown.
Oh, well, no.
It
definitely
is
not.
It.
No. Whatever.
You hate this movie.
It advanced the genre, so I'm not going to complain too much about it.
Yeah, I thought it was okay, but it doesn't float my boat.
On further viewing, it was shit. Because when we watched it the second time, I was like, wow.
Actually, I agree with you. I liked it better the first time.
Yeah, we were watching in a hotel room at night. I was like, wow, this is really... I went to bed. I'm like, I'm going to sleep. So long.
There's some good performances in it, and there's a couple of good moments, but...
It's starter horror. Yeah. As far as I'm past that.
The next movie, Fantasy, 1998. Always Bet on Black. Blade.
Oh, Blade, good movie.
I'm quoting
underrated.
I'm quoting Passenger 57, the other great Wesley Snipes.
Always bet black.
Always bet on black.
That I wish Marvel would bring Blade back into the fold.
They're talking about bringing him back as Blade in the Marvel universe.
He could be. He looks the same.
But don't be surprised. Blade. It's only a matter of time before Blade is back, whether it's him or somebody else.
I wonder if you could team up Blade with Ghost Rider, not Nicolas Cage.
You could team him up with Doctor Strange very easily.
Ooh, maybe make Doctor Strange interesting, because alone he is boring as hell.
I gotta tell you what, in the Avengers, he's much better as part of an ensemble.
Yeah, nobody liked Doctor Strange alone. Yeah. Nobody.
Right. All right, we're up to October 23rd. No, that was October 23rd. October 24th. Again, Aliens, 1978. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, Donald Sutherland version.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy
as the health inspector. That was weird sound they made that freaked me out. And Amazing Grace on the bagpipes. Those are the two things, the sounds I take out of that movie.
See, when I think of Amazing Grace on the bagpipes, I think of Wrath of Khan. Also, a Leonard Nimoy movie.
Yes. 6 Degrees of Leonard Nimoy and Amazing Grace.
Of all the souls I have known, his was the most human.
Which, now, there's 4 Body Snatcher movies.
This is the 78 one. I would also watch the one from the 80s because what's her name? The really pretty chick is in it. She was in Burn Notice.
I can't remember. I'm thinking Shawnee Smith, but she was in the Blob remake.
The Blob remake. And then there was one with Nicole Kidman. I never saw.
Nicole Kidman, which I didn't watch.
All right. We're up to the 25th. Vampires was the category.
Oh, there you go. Jack's excited.
1992. A movie that I am not that crazy about. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, Gary Oldman?
Yeah.
who was great. It's just you had Keanu Reeves and what's your face?
Winona Ryder,
which were very miscast in that movie.
Anthony Hopkins is weird Van Helsing. When I heard Anthony Hopkins as Van Helsing, I'm like, this is going to be the greatest movie ever. And it was just so weird and over the top that if it's on, I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really like it.
It's very stylistic.
Yeah.
It's a lush movie. But to me, it was just Ryder and Reeves.
Yeah.
They kind of, every time they popped up, they took me out of the movie.
Hey, I'm Jonathan Harker.
Whoa, she's sucking on your neck, dude.
We are down to the last two before we have to roll dice.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
1988 slashers. Do you want to play? It's Chucky. Child's Play.
Awesome. If you don't like a lot of the tongue-in-cheek sequels, you'll dig the first one.
Done by Tom Holland from Fright Night.
Yes. It doesn't play it for so many laughs. It's actually kind of a creepy movie.
Yeah. The last movie, October 27th, Ghosts, is a classic. 1982's They're Here. Poltergeist. All
right. Solid. It's actually not a bad month.
This is a pretty good list because if you think about if you're playing this game and you stuck to this list, you would have a very wide range of things you're watching here.
With the exception of that Ouija sequel and John Wayne Gacy, I think you've got a solid month here.
Yeah.
Hollow Man, I could live with it though.
Right. At the same time, if you had like normies over, you wanted to watch a horror movie, but you had to, well, Kevin Bacon's in this. Watch this.
Yeah. Oh, I like Kevin Bacon.
Oh, he's fascinating.
He's footloose and fancy free.
All right, so let's
now we're gonna roll.
We're gonna roll. All right. So let's do this quick because we're
running. Yes. All right.
So give me 2 rolls.
2 rolls?
I need 2 numbers.
A 4 and a 3.
Sorry, 4. Is it 4 and 3?
Fucking Wagner's porch.
4
and 3.
4 and 3 and 2 and 1. When I'm on the mic, the suckers run. 4-3 is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh.
3 Dream Warriors.
Oh, success. The one I'd watch.
They're such. You're either like yes or crap.
That's a good one. In my dreams, I can walk.
This is from.
And then you don't walk anymore.
This is from 1987.
Damn, Patricia Arquette's been around since 87.
This is one of my favorite movies. This is why I love Freddy. I loved Nightmare on Elm Street, then I didn't like the second one, and then Dream Warriors is like, I freaking love this movie. It's so funny, it's so clever, it's a blast. All right, give me 2 more rolls.
There we go.
Yahtzee.
A 4 and a 2.
Ooh, good. I don't have to go that far.
This is all by chance, ladies and gentlemen. Yahtzee chance.
4-2. This is called I'll Buy That for $1.
Uh-oh. RoboCop. Robo-Sapien.
I have no idea what that means, but let's see. The 29th.
I'm thinking this is some kind of android robot horror.
No, it's a variety of pretty I don't know what it means. It's the movie is Scream.
Scream? Not happy with that choice.
Scream is 1996.
Can I bail out 10 minutes in?
Yeah.
And just go do something else?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah. I'll be back.
Okay, give me the next roll. We're the night before Halloween.
All right. 3 and 4.
Okay. 3-4 is It's Alive, Monsters.
It's Alive is a great movie.
And the 30th, the night before, this is Halloween Eve.
This is an important night. I'm sober that night.
Gremlins.
All right, sure. Why not?
I haven't seen this movie. 1984.
All right.
Now,
not scary. Not horror.
I got 2 words for you. Phoebe freaking Cates.
Phoebe Cates, exactly.
One thing I'll say, that whole thing about the hottest chick in the world thing, Phoebe Cates
Right.
probably started that.
Yes.
Roll. What was it? 2 and what?
2 and 5. 25.
25.
1 year
nice.
older than James Dean attained.
2 and 5 is That's Hot, the 2000s.
Okay. I'm going to say Paranormal Activity.
Good.
No.
No, this is I did not expect this. Hannibal.
Hannibal was the 2000s?
Hannibal
yeah, I
is
guess it was, yeah.
2001.
Holy cow.
So, I don't know. This is not a great Halloween movie, but
Well, I've learned that I shouldn't save good movies for actual Halloween night because I am so hammered by the time I get done with the trick-or-treating and the parties that I fall asleep midway through any movie. So I think Hannibal's perfect.
let me tell you a little about Hannibal. Hannibal finally comes out. I read the book, and the ending in that book is like a kick in the nuts. And I'm like, what did they do to Clarice Starling? I stared at the wall for like 5 minutes in shock at how much I hated the ending of that book.
Right.
Then the movie comes out, and I'm like, damn, they should have used the ending from the book.
Yep.
Like,
That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Ways it goes. So I mean,
Because that was his creation. He knew what he was doing. Even if it was shocking, it was for a reason. Hollywood has no rhyme or reason.
However, I will say this: this is a good movie to have in this book. Like again, I think so. This is an awesome list.
I think it's a solid, and like I said, to me, Halloween night. If you're gonna watch, it's a long night.
Yeah.
The kids have been knocking on the door. You've been drinking a little, having some fun. You're gonna settle down. You're gonna fall asleep. Yeah. You're not gonna be awake to the end. So Hannibal's perfect.
Well, also then you could pop in Silence of the Lambs after that, and that's a great Halloween night movie.
Yeah, and sleep right through that too, and hope your subconscious takes it in.
Was she a great big fat person? Don't you hurt my dog!
You're gonna give out lotion to all the kids who come to the door.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Put the lotion in the bucket.
Look, it's the hose again. Yes, precious. So listen, I would like to thank the people at 31 Days of Terror for giving us the updated version. It was very nice of them. This is what a fun book.
It is. We've done it 2 years now.
Yeah. So
we enjoy it.
We're willing to help next year. Maybe we'll have, if any of the contributors want to be a guest on Monster Men, let us know. It would be a blast to talk to you guys about how you put this book together. But everybody go out there, get this book, make a list, share. Even if you watch any of the movies because you watch this show, tell us in the comments. Because really, I don't expect anybody to watch all 31 of these, but if you heard one, you're like, oh, that's a great idea. Just let us know. If you get the book, let us know too. That'd be great.
Here's the deal. If you put something in the comments in our chat and you live in the continental U.S., I will pick a random winner to win a free signed copy of my latest book, Creature, from Flame Tree Press. So there we go. There's your very special giveaway for the Halloween season.
Oh, perfect. And congratulations on the book. That looks awesome.
You can see I've got stacks of books behind me.
Put one of those aside for me because I'm too cheap to buy it.
It's already there, buddy.
Excellent.
It's already there.
All right. Well, listen, everybody. Welcome to October, to Horror-tober. Watch us because we'll have a lot going on. We've been a little bit slack this year with the episodes, but we're going to hit it hard in October. So
we've been picking up. We have episodes already in the can waiting.
We got stuff in the can, and our drinking episode will be coming up soon too.
Yes, we are cooking up cocktails. Get ready.
So that'll be in a couple of weeks, but this will be your gateway to Halloween season. So yay! With that, I guess happy Halloween, and we'll see you next time on
Monster Men.
Monster Men, Monster Men.